since I burnt the bridge with Shu. And my reason for doing so was simply because she was purporting and started, really, she's the one who popularized one of the biggest gay groomer panic narratives out there with the Balenciaga drama. And that evolved into where we are now, where literally Republican presidential candidates are talking about gay groomers up on stage. Before the Balenciaga thing, it was mostly an internet phenomenon of people talking about that. That drama blew it up into the mainstream.
That's not true.
Nowhere near
during the Balenciaga drama, I was covering the anti-trans bills. This was
that actually reminds me as well, because the biggest reason that I burnt the bridge was prior to this, Shuanhead had actually ended up, quote unquote, inspiring. That's kind of a stretch of the word, I would say, but the actual thing that happened was a Republican politician. I think it might have been a congressman or a senator. I don't remember exactly.
What is he even talking about, bro?
Ended up seeing one of Shu's videos talking about gay pride discourse and ended up pushing a bill that would restrict the rights for trans and gay people to be trans or gay in public, at all. And Shuanhead had to make an apology post about this. It was a big thing. And she promised she wouldn't do this kind of thing again. And I was like, listen, she apologized for it.
You know why she apologized?
And then the Balenciaga thing happened. Why did she apologize?
Because she reached out to me and said that she thought she fucked up and she asked for my advice on how to make an apology.
Okay.
I don't care.
Is she vindicated?
I think that she's actually willing to listen to people and she's willing to admit when she fucks up. But at the same time, I don't know why I have to answer right now for everything that she's done when I'm not her. I don't understand how this has gone from me covering her in a drama with Thought Slime into me having to defend everything that she's ever done.
Sure. So I honestly don't like the idea of, so I don't think that I need to control other people's friends and everything like that. If I feel like I'm friends with somebody who is too friendly with someone that has done something really bad to me, it bothers me a lot. Maybe that's just me. That's something that feels really hurtful, especially with how malicious and actively dedicated to trying to hurt me she was. One of somebody that she actually...
I understand what he's saying, bro. I just think that the way that he's handling it is just... It's not right? It's not being done well, if you get what I mean. It's not being handled well. I think that he's definitely just dropping the ball with that one. My personal opinion. That's what it seems like.
Allowed to follow her private account. Ended up sending me a tweet she'd made where she said, I'm currently working on a Xanderhal video. She was going to make a video and she called it a Xanderhal video. And once it leaked, that tweet that she made leaked, how she was planning to make
nobody wants all this stuff to be done, but stop taking it out on other people. That's what I think.
Leaked. I talked about it on stream and I did a segment on it. You can find it on my channel, and she canceled the idea. But thanks to the person who leaked that to me. I'm never going to say who that was. But yeah, she was actively planning my downfall. She wanted to get revenge against me for actually not just getting destroyed by her pedojacketing allegations.
Xan, haven't you done 6 videos on her before?
6 videos on her? Criticizing her?
Yeah.
I think I've probably done 2 criticizing her, because any that I did before that, me and her were friends.
Let's look this up. Let's look this up. Xanderhal. Shuanhead. Let's look this up. Let's see. Okay. 11 months ago, Xan reacts to Vaj reacting to the type of videos he putting out. Xan reacts to Vaj reacting to Shuanhead reacting to Xan reacting to Shu reacting to Balenciaga. He's wilding at this point. That's a 4-hour video. Her son, Shuanhead leaves the left. He was doing a lot. He covered her a lot. He covered her a lot as a topic. Right? Yeah. Frequently. Yeah, because I'm seeing a lot from a year ago. So he's capping. Xan gives his take on Shu's Pride Month. The Strand Shuanhead live response to me. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you're capping. He was doing a plethora of content on her. It looked like it's because Vosh was doing a plethora of content on her. And you are a copycat Vosh. Let's not get that mistaken. You're a fake ass Vosh. And Vosh is already fake.
I don't think I've made a video criticizing her unprompted unless it was she engaged with me. I think I did maybe 3 at most. And always,
but that's the thing. Why?
Because I'm related. I'm always mentioned. It has to do with me.
If you've done 3 videos about her, why is it the greatest sin that she does a response video?
She called it the Xanderhal video. She was planning a video in which she was going to slander me. That's why her own followers that knew both of us
if
that
she
were
was
allowed on her private Twitter
video, that means that she's calling you the slanderer.
Xanderhal.
That's how you want to interpret it. I guess so. But does that really sound like she's sorry? If she my criticism of her was for spreading gay groomer stuff, and so her response is to plan a premeditated.
Yeah, more than two. I stopped counting, guys. I could have kept going. That's how many videos he's done on her. I could have kept going. I could have kept going without a doubt. And yeah. He's covered her a lot. He definitely
Down
did.
video on
More
me
than
to destroy me as like a YouTuber with millions more subs than me.
For
Like,
sure.
does that sound sorry?
Well, you keep saying that she sent her audience to give you, like, send you death threats, which that's slander. She didn't do that.
No, she quote tweeted me and her audience, calling me a defender of groomers. So I don't know how, like, she called me a groomer defending creep, I believe it was. She specifically called me a creep in her quote tweet, then blocked me. And ever since then, I've had constant death threats coming from that tweet. Not to mention, the thing that started all of this was her quote tweeting and agreeing with a neo-Nazi that she's friends with named...
Okay, so first he said she called him the P word. Now is that she said that he was a defender of grooming. And then her fans, and that I get his sentiments, but I do think that he started to like jumble up a bunch of different things.
Pedro Gonzalez or something like that. That was the one purporting.
But I do understand why
that guy that she was talking to, who was doing the gay groomer shit and talking about how these people need to be killed. By these people, he meant trans people.
Can you show me the tweet? Because when I was trying to look into
this video is for educational purposes. I have no hate or disdain for any community. Just want to let that be known.
Because this is so old. When I was trying to look into all of this, I was very confused. But
absolutely,
this feels like it is getting really off topic because I haven't defended any of these things.
So like I said, if we just want to get back on the topic, my general point is that I don't care if you want to be friends with Shuanhead. It's more so that I don't want to be friends with somebody who wants to be friends with Shuanhead. And I apply the same thing myself. If you ever approached me and said, hey, this YouTuber
that's not true.
that you're friends with.
That's not true. Zan, you contradicted yourself earlier in this conversation. Yep. You said that Vosh is still privately friends with Shuanhead. So you were very much willing to be friends with somebody who's friends with Shuanhead.
I don't know how close Shuanhead and Vosh are. From what I've talked to him about, it doesn't sound like they're all that close. I've talked to him about this and he doesn't agree with what he did, with what she did. And that's why he refuses to talk about her platform her publicly. Because what she did was very clearly malicious and fucked up. There's really no way around it.
So she can still be friends privately.
Yeah, screenshots right now.
So is this less of an issue with her associating with Shuanhead and more of an issue with her platforming her? Is that what your real underlying issue is here?
That's nasty. He's trying to get her iced out. He's trying to get her iced out. That's what that is. Like, I don't want no one else to associate with him.
Big part of it, frankly. Like, honestly, if
he's trying to get her iced
quietly
out,
been friends with Shu and hadn't like blown up at that chatter who had referenced what Shu did to me in a negative way,
the chatter wasn't referencing either you or Demon Mama. Like, you can go back to the video. Neither of your names.
Keffals, did I not? Do you remember when I told you what Shu had done to me and Demon Mama before?
I said, why do you always sound alike, like a bunch of Vosh impersonators? That's because that's what they do. These are what I like to call, or what other people call them too as well, orbiters, right? They find a bigger creator that they could act like or be like, because that's what's going to get them more views. It's going to, because people that watch the bigger ones are going to go and watch them whenever they're not watching the bigger creators. So they're just going to imitate. He's imitating Vosh. Hunter Avalon's imitating Vosh. They all are, right? They all, some of them imitate Destiny a little bit because he was like their idol, and so he started going at the left a little bit. So like they all do the same thing.
That when they directly reference pedo-jacketing people that she disagrees with, you would think that would be referencing that, because everybody I've seen watch that clip.
And with all due respect, you are not in the center of my universe, and I don't remember every single drama.
Okay, I guess that's fine. I mean, I feel like it's not very.
Hey, if you watch me on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you watch me on Twitch, hit that follow button.
Nice to be friends with somebody who has done something that heinous to somebody that you're also friends with. I didn't like it, and so I burnt the bridge. That's why I did it. And it seems like you're kind of willing to handwave what you did and kind of even defend it and say she was sorry.
You called me a snake and a dick rider before we even had a private conversation. Why are you shocked that I would be like angry?
I told you that I felt bad for that after I found out that when we first talked about this, you never
deleted or apologized for it. How would I know you felt
Because
bad?
you never responded to my messages reaching out to talk to in private. I thought you were just ignoring me, and clearly you were, because you ended up, instead of responding in private.
Why does she have to talk to you in private when you refuse to do so in the first place, bro? Think about that. Why?
After I messaged you multiple times on days
I was
ago,
ignoring you because
you're entitled to tell, bro.
About trauma. I literally saying in my message.
I didn't know this was gonna be one of those videos. This dude is a Karen. He's a straight Karen.
Karen alert. Oh my. It's Karen. She coming. Get your stuff. Get your stuff.
That's crazy. Like, you need to talk to me privately after you blasted her publicly?
Message. I don't want to make an ultimatum. That's why I burnt the bridge. I don't like being in this weird position where someone
He's nasty.
is friends with someone who's done something heinous to me, and I either have to grit my teeth and bear it, or acts of friendship, or deal with some crazy drama like this.
You see how burning the bridge because you don't want to make an ultimatum is just making the ultimatum?
It's not, because there is no ultimatum.
You're basically making the choice.
There's no choice.
Exactly.
But that's not what an ultimatum is. That's not what an ultimatum is. An ultimatum is an abuse tactic when you say, do this or I do this, not just doing this no matter what the other person does and making it clear that's what you're going to do. I literally said that I didn't want to talk about it in private at first because I figured that we would end up like that. But if you want to talk about it in private and you don't like that I made it a public thing, then we can work it out in private. But you didn't want to.
So the definition of ultimatum is a final demand or statement of terms, the rejection of which will result in retaliation or a breakdown in relation. So I would definitely
sound like ultimatum to me, right? Right. You can also say it's a boundary or whatever. It don't matter. Just he would be more respected if he just stood on what he stands on. Yeah, I said it. That's what it is. If you messing with them, I can't mess with you. Right? I don't think he had to bash them publicly, but still, come on, bro.
say by the definition of ultimatum.
Just be honest. Just be honest.
Either I don't associate with you.
Why make it public?
And
all right,
you made the call. I don't understand.
I simply am glad that I was able to come on and explain why I felt hurt by you. I felt that I'd explain what Shu did to me and to Demon Mama, who got it arguably the worst. I would say Demon Mama had gotten it the worst because Shuanhead, when she made her video about all of the creeps and pedos, as she calls them, defending Balenciaga, she censored me as well as everybody else that she covered in the video, but she didn't censor the identity of the one trans person she covered, and that was Demon Mama. She half-ass censored everybody that she responded to, including me, but Demon Mama was the one person she didn't even try with. So Demon Mama, with, Shuanhead's massively transphobic audience, basically probably got it the worst.
Hey, I agree that was
I got it pretty bad.
Is he just about to cry for this whole time? Probably.
I mean, it seems as though that chatter, as well as quite a few other people, don't really like the idea of Shuanhead being normalized platform and continuing to be given charitability here on the left. And I've kind of gotten that edge. And
it's like he controls the left.
Both a personal relationship betrayal and
it's like he controls the left. That's what he's trying to speak for. Like, we need to ice them out because I say
betrayal of what we're supposed to be doing here.
I don't know if you got power like that, man.
Yes, in trying to advocate for good ideas. And
I don't know if you got it like that, big player.
Can I ask you a question, Xanderhal?
Sure.
Do you think it's reasonable in a space where, multiple content creators and social media influencers interact with one another? Do you think it's reasonable to not expect there to be some kind of crossover with people that you associate with, or people that you might not particularly like? Do you think it's reasonable to expect that? Because, if I'm being honest, like there's people that you associate with that I'm not super fond of, but I would never personally put you in a position where I've made you feel like you have to choose or anything like that. So I guess I'm just asking, do you think that that's a reasonable expectation in a space like this?
Was there? Oh, nice. There's a chat. I can post the screenshot of Shu with the Nazi.
It's reasonable in real life. A lot of these things is fake, right? This is business. It's a business. So he's expecting you to uphold like a real life type of relationship or bond or standard or morals when none of these people are real friends. At least I don't believe so, right? I don't see them doing friend-like things, right? I don't think they'll be willing to even hang out or talk outside of the internet. Right. I don't think they're hitting each other up to check on each other and just to see how they're doing. Right. So I don't know. I do think, he is capping. I do believe he's capping 100%. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed watching the video. Now, if you have some extra time, can you do me a favor? Check out my music. I rap, I sing, and I make beats. All of that should be linked in the description. Also, if you want to watch me live stream, you can check me out on BX Beast Boy Live. That's another YouTube channel. It should be linked to my homepage. And you can check me out on Twitch and Rumble. I'm streaming on all these platforms, man. Trying to just get out there. Also, if you want to support me, you can sign up for my memberships on my channel, as well as my Patreon for as low as $1. You get exclusive access to a bunch of videos early before you even get it on YouTube, as well as videos that's not ever going to be on YouTube. Stuff that actually got me suspended and banned. It's kind of my anti-cancel culture fund for BX Beast Boy. You know what I mean? And it also helps me get resources for certain video essays and things of that nature. Check that out if you're able to. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and join my Discord if you are able to, man. The link should be somewhere within my description or somewhere on my channel. I would really love to see you there, man. That's where you get a chance to talk to me and the rest of my supporters, man. I appreciate you guys. Bang Gang out.